So this is where we're at this stage. Got these boards aren't attached yet. They're glued together in two separate pieces, ready for hinges. This back piece is pretty spot on. I like how that is. Get it about there somewhere. But when you come up here, they've got a pretty serious issue. Well, serious enough for me. I don't like that at all. So obviously somewhere along the line the measurements were a bit longer up here, or something's going on somewhere. But I think the best way to fix it would be to take some length off these two pieces, because they're running pieces, and that whole corner section should just be able to tilt in that however many degrees to close that centimetre gap. But to do that we'll have to take out a section of this as well, which shouldn't be that hard. It's just a pain in the ass. It was the last thing I've put on really. Have to do it take out a bunch of screws and stuff. We'll have to disassemble a lot of this screws out of that side from behind the driver's seat and all sorts, so it's a couple of steps back, but I'll be a lot happier than having to look at that every time I open this up. I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I don't, I kind of want that to be a nice square, fit. I've managed to keep everything else pretty nice and square and everything, but yeah, I've obviously made a bit of a mistake with my measurements here, but that'll be first. Pull that apart and then we can start progressing. Well, I got all this sorted. It's nice and sort of squared up now. It's a bit tidier up here. Ended up having to take a bit more than I thought of, but I got the seats in here nicely now. I was able to sort of touch up this runner, sort of tuck it up a bit so the gaps are a bit tighter here. So yeah, it's overall just a bit prettier. But in the process, I managed to, if you may know, that's tilted back a little bit more, and now instead of sitting on this rail that it was supposed to, it's it's now sitting on this rail because I thought that's supposed to be flat. I let it fall back, or I was a bit frustrated, should I say, and I threw it back, and yeah, I'm paying for it now. So them hinges are bent, so I got two choices: take them off, sort of bash them out so they're flat, so this sits back up where it was and sits flat down on there, there's no gap, or I just get bloody new ones, and I don't really want hammer marks all through these, so I think I have to rip them off and just replace them, which is a bit of a shame. But Alyssa's been through the back here with a bit of the Danish oil, I think it's called, just give it a bit of a coat, and it's come up pretty nice already actually. So yeah, she'll come through and do this front bit in a minute while I work on you might have seen before there was a little toggle thing on there. Yeah, I broke that too, so I'm going to make a new one of that, but I know why it broke, and it was going to break eventually. There's also a bit of a patch job there, doesn't look the prettiest, but it works. Anyway, so we'll get on to that. Yeah, this was my original toggle. There's a few flaws in it. One, I believe it's probably a bit too thin, and two, the grain's actually running sort of across it that way, which makes it susceptible for breaking just like that in a weak spot, like a hole. And because that board's warped, it's going to be holding a fair bit of weight, so I think we want something that's not nice light. I don't even know what this is, but it's like pine. I think it's not very strong. I want some grains running that way, so I've made a template here. So you've got the grains running sort of with it, so that should hold a bit more of the load. And this is a bit more of a harder wood, I think. I still don't think it's a proper hardwood, and it also comes up real pretty looking. So I'll use a bit of this. I think this is all I have left of it, so I might as well use it for something nice. So yeah, I'll get on to that now. Just gave everything a coat of this Danish oil, or at least it did, not me, but it's come up real nice. Still a little bit wet, wet, sort of tacky I guess you'd call it, so it could use a bit more time to dry out, but looks good now. Got this on here, I've got it sort of bolted on, you know, pretty tight at the moment, only hand tight, but just enough time to let that glue set, and then I can loosen it up, and it will be yeah, do the job holding them boards in, or holding that lid down. because it's got a bit of a warp in it, and that's pretty redundant, but I made it because it's cool, I suppose. But yeah, got to get the hinges out, get new hinges because I bent them, and yeah, I've got a handle I can put on that board. Still haven't found my hinges yet, but I've got a handle, so I suppose I could chuck that on real quick. Other than that, I've got a few other jobs I need to do today, but yeah, we'll see what else we can come up with. We got a handle on, able to get access underneath when we're done. Squared it up, which is my favourite bit. I would have hated if there was still that big ass gap there. Got a little toggle to hold it down. Yep, I'm going to belt these hinges off. I think what I also might try and do this RV is I want a bit of a hinge door that goes in here, comes out this way, so you can open that up. Also get access through here. I want plenty of avenues to get in there, so it'll be the same sort of thing. Yeah, I just took the hinges out and shuffled that back. I'll probably go to the shops tomorrow and get some stuff we need for this. I think for now I'm going to work on, see if I can get a panel to fit in here. It's going to be a bit of an interesting panel. I might need to design it a bit, because I was thinking I wanted little compartments and cup holders and whatever else. I want to put a sheet in underneath. I kind of want to buy maybe a sheet of plywood just so it's nice and thin to be a bottom for this, and I can cut that out. And luckily, I'll get the camera under there. Luckily, where we are here, there's just enough gap that we can get, well, there's plenty of gap really. We could put it's about centimetre, about 10 mil or something like that there. So we'll get a bit of plywood underneath there. That will be like the bottom. It's only going to be quite shallow, only as thick as this, but it's enough to put, you know, your phone and fucking little things in, you know. And then yeah, we'll have this. Yeah, I think it's going to be one piece of little compartments you can open up and whatever else. It's going to be a bit of an intricate piece, but I'll start working on at least designing it, maybe doing a bit of drawing. I'll have a look. wife. Got me drawer in there and did me measurements. Got a cup set here. Should be all good. Just need to buy a hole saw to cut that out. And I think I'll try and cut these out now. I had a time lapse set up doing all this, but yeah, I didn't. The camera fell over, so yeah, I'll cut that out. Yeah. Just wanna be with you. So I got this mostly cut out. With these, they'll be they're a bit tight now, but they'll be hinged on. So there'll be hinges like that sort of thing, up and down. And then on the inside here, just like that, we'll be able to wall up, and I think I'll have it go all the way to the ground there. You know, have this one be a nice deep one for whatever. I don't know what you'd want to put in there, but I don't want to, you know, waste any room, you know. And then that one I'll make it a shallow one, just to put your phone or whatever in. That way your phone fits. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Next stage, well, the next step would be to start building down from here, and then across, and then across, build the frame on the floor, and then start paneling in the rest of it. Get it all sort of one little cranny bit, and we can move back.